I'm so excited for this video. I am unboxing an It bag for 2024. I've been wanting to check out this bag for a very long time. If you subscribe to my channel and you ever check out my community posts, you might have an idea what this bag could be, because I did recently put up a poll asking which of 4 bags you would be interested in me reviewing, and I got one. Now, the reason that I'm especially excited for this unboxing of this bag is because it is a bag from Fashionphile. If you watch my channel, you know that I love Fashionphile, and if you're not familiar with Fashionphile, they are a re-commerce website where you can buy luxury and high-end pre-loved items, sometimes for up to even 50% off of retail. If you're into luxury, I highly recommend checking out Fashionphile if you haven't. They have very kindly sent me this bag to review for you guys today, so that's why I'm extra excited, because this is the first time that I've ever done anything like this on my channel, and I just wanted to thank you guys, because it really is thanks to all of my subscribers that I'm able to do something like this. So if you watch my channel and you haven't subscribed, please take a second to subscribe right now and like this video so that I could do things like this in the future. So as I was mentioning before, this bag came from Fashionphile. I have bought from Fashionphile before. For example, my Chanel Chic Pearls was one of my first, if not my first, Fashionphile purchase, and I love that bag so much. I was able to get it for a really great price. This bag also is available on Fashionphile for less than retail. So let's take a look at it. This is how the bag arrived. The boxes will arrive in a very inconspicuous box. Inside, when you open it though, you'll have the Fashionphile branding, and this box was in a Fashionphile dust bag. So let's go ahead and open up the box. I'm very excited, but let me see if, oh good, it's not upside down. So can you guess? Pause the video right now and let me know in the comments below if you know which bag this is. I think you might be able to guess it by the clues I gave at the beginning of the video, but this bag really has been an It bag for 2023 and 2024, and I've just been eyeing it, so I'm really glad that I get to unbox it with you guys on my channel. But here it is, the original box, the original packaging. And inside you can see the original Bottega Veneta dust bag. So let me just pull this dust bag out. And this is what the dust bag looks like. It has a really pretty design on there, if you can see. And let me pull out the bag. I think you might have an idea, and it is the ta-da! The small Andiamo bag. I'm so excited to try this bag. Like I said, I've been thinking about this bag for a while now in the small size. I think it's gorgeous. I went for the black because I think it's such a classic color, and one of my favorite details is the gold hardware up here tied in a bow. I think it's so pretty, and it's just so elegant, and of course on the black it really, really pops. I like how the other hardware is also like this matte black finish, and the leather on this is a very soft, supple Napa leather. It does have that very classic leather weave from Bottega Veneta, and I think the bag overall just has a very elegant look to it. Now the bag does have a braided leather strap, which I think is a really pretty detail. It is adjustable, so if you want to wear this bag as a crossbody, you easily can. You can also adjust the strap so that you can wear it like a shoulder bag. I have seen a lot of people doing it like that. I prefer to wear bags crossbody or as a top handle, so that's probably the way that I would wear this bag. Now, as I was saying before, this is a really popular bag for 2023 and 2024. I think it has a lot of classic details, so that even though it is a trendy bag, it's something that could be a very timeless addition to any collection. This bag, brand new, is retailing for $4,500, but you can find several of these bags on Fashionphile for a lot less than that. I'll link this exact bag below and a few other options, as well as show them on the screen so that you can see the prices. The bags will vary in price on Fashionphile's website depending on different factors like the condition of the bag, but as I mentioned, this bag is in excellent condition, and to me, honestly, it looks brand new. I don't see any corner wear whatsoever, nothing on the bottom. I don't even see really like any scratches on the leather the more that I look at it. The hardware is in perfect condition. I don't see any chipping of this matte hardware here on the front or on the back. And I don't even really see any scratches on this hardware, which is something that you'll commonly find in bags and will happen fairly quickly with a lot of bags. I know with my Louis Vuitton East West bag, I already have scratches on the hardware, and I bought that bag in January, so I've had it about 7 months now. So it's a really common thing. I don't even see that here. It did come with the original box, and it also came with this inside of the box, which is like a little care booklet that usually comes with the Bottega Veneta products. Now, when you're shopping on Fashion Files website, you can see exactly what your bag is going to come with. All of that will be in the description of the bag, so make sure you check out those descriptions when you're shopping on their website. Now let's take a deeper look at this bag because I'm so excited to try it. Like I said, I've been thinking about this bag for a while. Inside, if you can see, this is the little Fashion File tag that comes with all Fashion File bags, and basically if you take this tag off, you're saying that you're keeping the bag. And it does include a certificate of authenticity. It is a lifetime guarantee and it is under warranty, so if for whatever reason you were to find that the bag was not authentic, you would get your money back, which I think is really nice. It just gives you like that added protection as a shopper. Now back to inside of the bag, it is a very, very spacious capacity. It kind of looks at first like it's going to be 2 compartments, but it is one large compartment inside. And then on the back there, you have a zip pocket, and that is what that looks like. It's pretty spacious. And then you do have a little front pocket here. I don't know if you can even see in there if it's just like a black hole, but you do have 2 little pockets. If you wanted something to maybe something small to find it easily, you could stick it in there. And then at the top of the bag, you have a magnetic closure, and it's like a soft closure. It's not a super strong magnet, but it is strong enough to give the bag that nice close at the top and its nice shape. And being that it is a 1 compartment bag and it's unlined, it is very spacious, so you will fit a lot in this small size. And I kind of wanted to show you guys some of the larger items that people typically ask if they fit. The iPhone Pro Max is going to fit in here without any problem. There's going to be tons of room to spare. And if you want to fit it in that back pocket, let's see if it actually fits back here. Yeah, it totally fits in that pocket. So if you want to stick it in there, zip it up, keep it a little more secure, maybe you live in a city and you're worried about pickpockets or something like that, you could easily fit your phone back there, a card case, your small wallet, and zip it up for a little more security. Another thing that I get asked a lot about is a mini iPad. Now, I don't have a mini iPad anymore, but I do have a Kindle Paperwhite. I think in my last video, I kept calling this a paperweight. A Paperwhite, and this also fits very easily inside of the bag. Tons of room to spare. Something else that I would probably carry in a bag of this size, and honestly, if I'm wearing a bag of this size, it's because I'm probably needing to carry a little bit more than the usual. Something that I have is my 2024-2025 planner. This is, I believe it's 8.5 by 6.5 inches. I'll link the exact one down below so that you can see the measurements if you are somebody that carries a planner. This one will fit as well. So that fits in there just perfectly. It is like the perfect size. If you had a larger planner, then I don't think it would be a very good fit. I mean, like, yeah, there's like about a finger width on each side for the planner. So that's like really the perfect size for this bag. And then the other thing that I wanted to see if it fits in here is my Chanel sunglasses case. I have a couple of Chanel sunglasses. One of the things I really don't like about their sunglasses are actually the cases. I find them very big and bulky, but they're also very beautiful and elegant. So I think people probably like them for that reason, but they are a little inconvenient when you're carrying your purse and you want to put your sunglasses in there. These are very big and bulky, so I'm just gonna see if I could fit those in there, which I would be shocked if I couldn't. And they do fit, and let me show you guys. So it does fit without any issue. However, with all of these items in, I can't get the bag closed. So again, these are so inconvenient. Does anybody love this case? I find it so inconvenient, but whatever. So it will fit though, and you do have that back pocket if you want to have things a little more secure, like your phone and your wallet or your card case, which I pretty much only carry a card case these days. I don't really have cash, but if I take out those sunglasses, it does close quite easily. So again, very spacious bag. It is the small size. It is a softer, like body of a bag, so you will have a little wiggle room when you're fitting things inside. Of course, you never want to overpack your bag and stretch out the leather, but this leather I think is just meant to be a very soft, supple leather, and I really like that about the bag. I love the braided detail of the strap. My favorite thing, of course, is this bow. It's just so cute. I love cute little details like that on bags, and I love the gold hardware. I love the matte rings here as well, and the top handle. It is one handle, it's not two handles, so just, you know, in case you were wondering about that. But again, this is a bag that was listed in excellent condition, so they usually have giftable, new, excellent, and then they've sort of changed how I think the wear and tear, it used to be like very good. Now I think it says show signs of wear. So another thing that I really recommend is I personally like to look in the excellent and above category, but don't discount items that say that they show wear, because you can really look at the item. They do have a zoom in feature where you can kind of take your mouse and magnify the bag to see any imperfections. You can also look in the description. They will list what imperfections the bags have there as well, which is very helpful. And yeah, just take a good look, really examine the bag. You can find some great pieces on Fashion File. I really do like Fashion File. I'm so glad that they were able to send me this bag and give me the opportunity to review it for you. If you have any questions about the Bottega Veneta bag, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.